evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is CueBall's Bearded Rambles, number 9. I remembered it this time, number 9. I am your host, CueBall. Yes, I know. Cheers for the bald-headed prick. I also have the nasty one, Stevie Jones, and me.
Scumbags.
And we also have the bearded behemoth, J.J. Roberts.
Lost my beard.
Yeah. The former bearded behemoth.
Yeah, we'll go
that. Yeah, okay. Whatever you want to be called. So, I know we've had a bit of history, all of us, but I'm willing to put this aside just for tonight. So, because I'm a nice person, I'm going to ask how are you both doing?
Do you want to take this one, Nasty?
I was having a really good day, but then I had to come on here with you.
That was your choice.
Yeah.
You can piss off now if you want. I can
You
quite
couldn't
easily
say
pick you
no,
up.
bro.
No.
Right. I'll stay.
Can't be that bad then, can it?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I want to listen to you two.
Anyway, Jay, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm actually not doing that bad compared to old Nasty Boy down there, you know? So, can't really complain.
Good. It's good to know that you're both doing well. You're good to both. Yeah, that you're both doing okay. There we go. Yeah, they're both doing great. Fantastic. So I start off with the first. Fuck's sake. See, this is why it's called Rambles, because I just ramble on and I just forget where I'm at with what I'm saying already. But the first question I always ask everybody who comes on to this shit: how and why did you get into wrestling? And Jay, we're going to start with you.
Yeah, man. So, I got into wrestling in about 2001, watching the Invasion angle. First person I seen was... Actually, it's just before, because the first person I saw was The Rock. Watching someone being able to cultivate a crowd of that many people. It just drew me in. And then the whole aspect of it became more and more. And then when you found out there was actually schools in the UK where you could learn to do it, I mean, that hooked me in straight away. So, yeah, that was about 2012 I started. I still had some time off in uni, but getting back into it now over the past few years, which has been fun. It's been good.
Good. Go ahead, Steve-O. Or Stevie, if I say. Whichever one you want to be. Boom, Casey Boom and all that.
No boom. Copyright. Yeah, so I also got in 2001. My first show that I actually watched was WrestleMania 17. So I started when everyone reckoned like they hit the pinnacle of what our like time of wrestling was. So the first thing I saw was Stone Cold Steve Austin just nailing The Rock with a steel chair. I'd never seen nice Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'd never seen him be a nice guy. So whereas like loads of people will hate his heel run, I was one of the few that actually really enjoyed it because I didn't know any different. And I thought, this is a guy who legitimately could knock anyone out if he wanted to. But instead of doing that, he takes the easier route. And that just stuck with me. And then, like, you always dream growing up, oh, I want to be a wrestler, pretending to wrestle outside in garden with your friends and throwing them off walls and stuff. Unless that's just me. But yeah, finally got into some sort of wrestling. Did backyarding for a little bit. Got hit in the head quite a bit. That hurt. And then I decided I wanted to do it safely. So found Knockout Pro Wrestling. Went there for 3-4 times a week. Met some great guys and just sort of went along from there.
Nice. My time, I've been in since fucking hell, 2009. and I haven't got much to show for it, but I don't give a shit. I've enjoyed my time in this wrestling. Yeah, you two are okay, I suppose. Yeah, got a deal with you, but yeah. So anyway, we're gonna move on before this gets a bit too heated. I can feel myself getting a bit pissed off, but anyway. Anyway, yeah. So I want to know what your thoughts are on today's independent wrestling. I mean, a lot of people they love all the high flying, flippy bollocks and fucking whatever they like. But I want to know, Steve-O, what's your thoughts? Feel free to be fucking honest.
Ugh. Why? Why do you need to do the flippy stuff? This is a dangerous enough sport anyway. You're putting your body through hell just with the most basic of stuff. Why would you feel the need to jump out of the ring? You can't win the match outside the ring. Get back in the ring, hit them, get them down, pin them. Oh, if you are going to do this flippy stuff, don't do it in the first 5 minutes of the show. Because then what else is everybody else going to do? I can't be doing suicide dives and flipping off the top rope. And people won't be excited then. So yeah, if you're going to do flippy stuff, there's a time and a place. Not every match.
I agree. So in a nutshell, he doesn't like the flip stuff.
No.
What about you, Dave? What's your thoughts?
Man, that was a lot of bitterness. I mean, just because you can't flip doesn't mean other people can. I mean, look, the independent wrestling scene is that, independent. Everyone is going to do their own stuff. I mean, that's why I think it's so popular now. You're going to see a variety and different range of wrestling styles. I mean, right now in this threesome we've got here, this podcast now, you've got 3 old school brawlers. And I did see that, CueBall. Enough of that.
Yeah.
You've got 3 brawlers here. I mean, one person has copied the other, one of them. Steve-O copying me a little bit. But, it's... Yeah. But, I mean, our style is completely different to what smaller guys might be doing on the scene. So they offer that different aspect, and that's why I think independent is quite strong. There's so many styles available right now, and unlike WWE, unlike the big guys like WWE, it's all different, and you can go and see a show, and there's a variety of different styles on offer. And that's why it's so good right now, independent wrestling.
Yeah, I actually do agree with what you're saying as well, Jay. There's some good points there on both sides. I like that. Some good answers there. I don't know. I mean, just I'm not bitter because I can't do it. I can a little bit, but I just choose not to. I just don't see it's necessary personally. I mean, you go to an independent show nowadays, and I don't know, on average, there's 6 matches per card. Yeah, am I right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you, like 5 out of 6 of them, or even 6 out of 6 of them, is going to be full of just the flippy stuff. And that's kind of the reason why it's almost like, we're forced into liking it sometimes. So this is why I tend to go the whole, I'm not doing that. You're not really going to see me joking around and all that. I'm just going to go full on fucking kick your head in. To that point, I might have a few cool spots, but that's just me. I know a lot of people love all the flippy stuff because it excites them, but just give the other guys a chance, Give them a chance. Just because they can't do flips, that doesn't mean they ain't got their trick.
I don't mind the fact that everything's got flips in it. But the problem is, if you're not flipping, people are like, well, that match wasn't as good as the others. And it's like, I choose not to flip. I choose not to put myself at more risk than I need to. I'm 30 years old. I got kids. I don't really want to be breaking my neck before I even get 3 years into my career.
Exactly, man. I mean, you break your foot on a ring.
Yeah, because he. Well, no, sorry. I thought you told me, Jay, that you broke his ankle.
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, he was against me, and maybe it was the intimidation he felt of me. I mean, he was a lot younger then. That was about 2 years ago, I believe that match was. Stevie Jones.
The intimidation.
Oh yeah.
I beat you 2 shows before then.
Yeah, you
The show
did.
before then, I caved your head in with a steel chair.
Yeah, exactly. Steel chair, man. When there's no weapons involved, you know. I mean,
I
look,
always
listen.
stood up to you, and I always gave as good as I did.
You did. I'll give it that. You chipped my tooth. You know, you knew what you were doing. You know, but well, I mean, there's a place now where we can maybe settle the score. Let's see if you're man enough to maybe step up and do it. But anyway, do you know
I
what?
think
I've actually just done one of the top.
One
Go on.
sec. I think you're busy first. Before you start worrying about facing me, maybe you should worry about having to face a host.
Yeah, actually, that is some news I've heard myself. You know, CueBall, VCW, they are looking back one of the next shows when all this is over. I've heard that they want to put me versus you.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. And the promoter came to me and said, look, we might be getting JJ Roberts back, and we want you to go against him. You two have had history, and we want to relive that. As far as I'm concerned, they thought the match me and you had, they thought was one of the best matches on the card that night.
Yeah.
So they want to relive it. I mean, I may have beat you, not by cheating, before anybody said, by creative winning. That's what it was.
You can call it whatever you want, but yeah, it was cheating, but go on.
Well, at the end of the day, you ran into it, so there we go. I had it in my hands. But at the end of the day, I kicked your ass, and no matter how much you try and pull me around that ring, like you did at the start of the match, I still came out laughing. You tried to do I don't know what you want to call it, your Claymore kick. But then I was just like, no, you know what? I'm just going to move. And you look like a complete twat, in all honesty.
Yeah,
So, right, so you got that. Right.
Who did I beat to Garrett, CueBall?
Yeah, so you may have beaten BMP. Fucking BMP, Christ.
Yeah!
Yeah.
No.
But I wasn't ready, you see, because I had something in my eye, because we won that off High and Mighty, me and Brooksy. So, and, with Mark Daniels having, he has long hair, it got in my eye, so I had to rub it. Even then, Stevie decided, like, why don't you and Brooksy put them titles on the line?
I had faith in you.
No. So I don't know.
I had faith in you. It was misguided, but I had faith in you.
I mean, I don't even know what's funnier, the fact that you claim to have hair in your eyes, or the fact that you're trying to blame someone else for your loss. I mean, anyway, listen. Stevie Jones down there has done what he's very well at, and that's trying to cause controversy. And he's tried to force me and you to go out there right now in the middle of this podcast where we're actually trying to discuss things civilly. So,
that's my own reason for being here. That's my own reason for being here, guys.
I can tell.
So, do you think we can put our handbags away?
I say we put them away for now, and then VCW, you can get your handbag out, and I'll get my rucksack out.
Yeah,
and we'll go
what
at
about
it.
him?
You know?
What about Stevie?
He can just do what he's always been good at, and that's sit in the corner, keeping quiet.
Maybe he could do an episode of VCN News or Nasty News or something there.
Nobody.
No more about that, because I don't want to talk about what happened. Okay, I lost my fucking mind because of that shit. I don't want to talk about it. Fuck off. So we're going to move on to the next question. Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh. So Stevie, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
I want to know what your high and low points are in this crazy world of wrestling. Go as personal as you want. The more personal, the better, in all honesty. But there we go. It's up to you.
Okay. Let's start with low. So, low point. I'd spent a good part of like a year working my ass off to get into ring shape and to start working matches. And I finally got a break thanks to the promoter of Exposure, Nigel. And 3 matches in, I was in a tag team match. and I fell off the side of the apron. Carried on with the match. Took a German suplex. Lost, but my team won. So, that's the important part. Jay's team lost. My team won. So during the match, I knew something had happened. Something had gone wrong with my foot. I didn't know exactly how bad it was until I got backstage and couldn't take my boot off. Carried on, helped him put away the ring, everything else. Went out afterwards. Got home like 6 o'clock in the morning. My missus finally managed to get my shoe off me, and my foot was about quadruple its normal size. Went to the hospital, got told, first of all, I walked in and they were like, well, you haven't broken anything, obviously, because you're walking on it. Sent me for x-rays, took me back, and were like, could you please get in the wheelchair, because you shouldn't be walking in any way, shape, or form. Because I'd broken my metatarsal in my foot. It's normally a footballer's injury. And I was told, you're looking about 6 months off your foot. Never mind not being in a ring, off your foot. So, that was my lowest point, I think. Going from training 3 times a week and doing shows to just nothing and having to watch everyone else progress. And I think that was my lowest point. And just not being able to do what I want. I rehabbed myself and did everything I could to get back in ring shape. But by the time I got back, I wasn't I weren't great before I went away. I was, still brand new to this thing. But when I got back, everything had to change. I used to do a lot more running and moves off the ropes, and all of a sudden I couldn't move that fast anymore. I had to change my finisher because of the injury to my foot. I couldn't get the strong enough base to get people up for it, because I used to do a pop-up spine buster, the boom buster, and obviously because of my bad foot, I couldn't do it. So that changed. That changed everything. That changed my mentality. That changed everything. Before I went, I was, crowd. I want the crowd to like me. I want to be a fan favorite. And then I realized the crowd didn't really care when I was injured. So when I came back, that's why I came back with a new attitude, which leads me on to my high points. So this new attitude, my new style, has got me noticed a lot more. I'm working a lot more places. Sadly, due to personal disputes, I couldn't work where I worked before. But I moved on and worked other places. And just before lockdown, I worked the VCW show. I worked 3 matches in one night. One was against yourself, CueBall, where I was still trying to be let's be a nice guy. Let's try for old time's sakes and be the good guy. Yeah, and I thought, okay, so I got through that match, and then I got a team with your idiotic tag team partner, Big D. And we went up against one of the most talented, one of the most unbelievably athletic tag teams on the British independent scene. How they haven't been scooped up by NXT UK, I will never know. We went up against Martin Grant and Mark Daniels of High and Mighty. And to be honest, Big D wasn't a help during our match. I got my ass handed to me through most of it. I was already tired from our match, obviously. But I hung in there with the best our tag team division had to offer, and I hung in there with them. So that was part of my high point. But also, going into the Rumble then, I thought I was going to win the Rumble. I eliminated everyone. But then, once again, your idiotic tag team partner decided to come out of nowhere, completely unprovoked. I'd done nothing to warrant his attack. And he launches me over the top.
What can I say? He's kind of learned from the best.
But the high was my coach had enough you know, what would you call
Faith.
it? Faith in me, for me to work 3 matches on that show. And that meant the absolute world to me. To come from back to that, from being a broken foot and nobody really wanted me, that made all the difference. Even if, the night didn't end as I planned. I did get a win, so that's something.
Yeah, well, it was an unofficial win because the bell didn't ring. If you remember, because I remember you being in the crowd, Jay, the bell didn't ring because I had to get you all to shout ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
Bell rang.
No, it didn't.
I heard it. Bell rang.
You're full of shit. It didn't ring.
It was very quiet, okay? It was very quiet.
Very quiet, yeah. Oh, and you believe in what you want to believe, okay? I know it didn't ring. So did everybody else. Anyway, Jay, what about you? Your highs and lows, man.
I suppose, like I said, so it's better to start with the lows, and then you can feel a little bit better. So I think the low for me is becoming like an invisible member of a roster. You work hard, you try your best, and sometimes you just find yourself under the radar, and sometimes you're forgotten about. Sometimes there's, sorry, Jay, we don't need you. There's no room on the roster. You can't make certain dates, so don't worry about it. And I get that, talent want you to be at every single show, but sometimes you do feel really low when that stuff sort of happens. And I just feel like it was a kick in the teeth. You work hard, you try your best, and sometimes you just you just get to that stage where you feel so crappy about it that you don't really register what's going on. Sometimes you got to take a step back and think about it before you realize what's going on. So yeah, that's my low. My high is the work that I'm currently doing in CPW, which is Coventry Pro Wrestling. Talent up there is unreal. So good talent. The backstage is just incredible. Every single person backstage up there. Really, really good mix of guys and gals. And, I actually won my first title since 2013. 2013, I became the Celtic Heavyweight Champion. Lost it within a few minutes due to management giving unfair matches. We won't discuss that. But, I actually became the New Blood Heavyweight Champion last year, which was a huge thing for me. It showed big faith from a company that didn't have to give me a. And since then, it's just been amazing, really progressing up there. So, and now who knows what the future is going to be? I mean, VCW, going back there, that's giving me a lot of hope, returning back home, essentially. So it's going to be fun.
That's cool, man. I'm glad you managed to, have a positive, have a negative. I'm glad you managed to actually go that you went somewhere else, you went somewhere different, and you managed to make a good name for yourself in such a short time as well. That's great. So fair play to you, man.
Trying to. That's what it's all about for all of us in the independent scene.
Yes, it definitely is. But yeah, with VCW coming back, we're gonna raise the roof, as they say.
Yeah, let's have some fun with it, man.
Round 2, Cube, obviously JJ Roberts.
That's more like round 7, but
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can call it that. So, obviously, with this whole lockdown malarkey going on, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people seem to have gone quiet in wrestling. So, we know a bit about what Stevie Jones has been up to, but we will come to you, Stevie. But what have you been up to, JJ? Because we haven't really seen much from you.
No, and that's, I don't know, it's become weird. I mean, I'm not saying I was wrestling every every weekend because I wasn't. That'd be lying. I think I just kind of sat down and concentrated on my real job as opposed to being the semi-pro. Spending time with my family. Wrestling kind of took that back step since lockdown, and I've been chatting to a couple of promoters and saying the same thing of I do need to start thinking about what I'm going to start doing, just get a little bit of content back out there. So I think over the next few weeks, months, you're going to see a bit more of JJ out there because I've been very quiet. So I'm hoping to change that up though.
Cool. Yeah, it'd be good to see your page a bit active. So I think the last thing you said about was it something about going up as a tag team or something to CPW? Was that right?
Well, I mean, someone wanted to be a tag team partner up in CPW.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the bearded dragons. You know.
Well, I mean,
don't tell Dino. He might cry. Bless him. He's a big softie.
Right now in CPW, I think I want to get. I definitely just want to get another title. I want to get my singles title back. I want to prove to them that I can do things, but at the same time, I also want to get some more Welsh faces up there. I think it would be cool for CPW to have a little bit more Welsh talent going up. You've got the likes of myself. You've got Casey Wilde, who's a regular going up there. Kat Von Cage is a regular CPW talent. You've had Nadia Sapphire is quite face up there every now and again. When I started, it was me and Lucky Bowden. You know, I'm not going to disclude his name. We were a tag team, and if we had a pretty good run as a tag team. Then I just took off as singles, which is weird. I never thought that happened. But yeah, there's some Welsh talent going up there, but there's always room for more.
Yeah.
And let's face it, we're Welsh, so we're probably a little bit better. But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with RWS and CWF. It's almost like us Welsh lot have sort of taken over a little bit.
That's it, and that's where I want to get next. You know, I'd love to go up and see what this CWS and RWS are all about. But I don't know, man. The promoters seem a little bit scared of taking me on at this, so I'll have to see what happens.
We'll have to see. Stevie.
Yo.
What have you been up to during lockdown?
Apart from trying to cause riots.
Yeah.
Cause riots, mate. Well, mostly, you'll never guess where I've been. I've been at home, like most people, like most sensible people. I think the first couple of weeks really took its toll on me. I think mentally I really wasn't in a good place. I wasn't sleeping. So that did no wonders for anything. So wrestling sort of took a backseat, but that was mostly because I weren't really there. The lights were on, but Stevie Jones had checked out.
Yeah.
Eventually then, we started doing the VCN, the Nasty News segments.
Yeah.
You okay?
It's taken a lot, okay? You don't understand, man. It's taken a lot for me to get my head back on.
It's okay, mate.
I can feel the tension.
It was my fucking job!
Okay, there we go.
What's that, George?
But that's...
What's that, George? Okay.
You got George there. Tell him I want to come back.
George. He's right there.
George, I'm sorry, man. Okay, George, I'm sorry. Okay? I know
I mean,
I
if you guys got George, I want Fred.
Who's Fred?
It's Fred.
Fred
Fred?
Weasley, man. I thought you were on about the Weasleys.
Fred, what are you doing in my house?
Oh.
Fred, get out.
Fine, have two of them.
Fred's gone.
Anyway.
Fred left.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So we did the VCM. That helped. It helped me get a lot of anger out, and sort of helped me get back into who I am. as Stevie Jones. It got me back on the right track. Because before lockdown, I was meant to have a championship match up in Live on the Wrestling, my, hometown promotion against big blue Papa Smurf looking reject. And I think it's safe to say, considering my track record recently, I was going to win that belt. So not having the opportunity to win that belt sort of, it got me down, along with everything else that was happening. So VCN really helped me get back out of it. Obviously, you had your struggles, and we had to take a sabbatical from VCN.
We will get back to it, and I think we might be recruiting. We may need somebody.
We might need somebody.
I mean, if they're hiring, I'll put a CV in, going somewhere, I think.
Send it to George.
George's guy. Weasley?
No, just George. He hasn't got a last name, just George.
Okay.
Like CueBall called him prick a few times, but
I'm battered him.
I don't think that's his last name. Is it George? No, not his last name. He hasn't got a last name, just George. Like Cher. Okay. Just George.
And Cher. And Beyonce.
No, yeah, Cher, Beyonce, King.
No, she's Knowles.
The important people.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, VCN got me back on track. And it's got me back into the mindset of what I want to do when we come out of lockdown. And I think because I've seen a few of these episodes, I'm guessing that's going to be your next question, Mr. Host. So I will drop back down to you.
All right. Mr. Host. Yeah.
Not I'm trying to take your job or anything.
No, you're not taking this from me, okay? This isn't going to be the nasty rambles, okay? So you can sod off, okay? I haven't got a production team for this, thankfully. It's just me, myself, and I. Oh. Yeah, so, which does go into my next question, which is probably going to be the last one, unless I think of something. I guess it kind of does. It doesn't, but it's going to be post-lockdown opponents.
Ooh.
And what do you want to achieve when this lockdown? If I made a fucking lick of sense, because I'm not even sure if it did, but you get what
I'm
No, that's good. Yeah, Rambles, man. Anyway, sorry, Jay. Yeah, go on, Jay. Yeah, you go. Yeah.
I'm guessing what you meant to ask was what I want to do when this lockdown finishes and who I want to face.
So let me rewind.
Yeah.
We'll go back, and then I say, I don't know what I'm going to say. Whatever you just said, I said. Okay.
Remember the breathing. Remember the breathing. In for your mouth, out for your nose.
Can't even do that. None of this. You know what? None of this is getting edited at all. This is just going to be how it fucking is. We all like to have a laugh. Let's face it. The post down. No, it's not fucking post down. Fucking hell. Post lockdown opponents and post lockdown achievements. JJ.
I mean, that took us a long time to get it, but we got it. So well done, you man. You nailed it. Third time. Just blame George. I mean, is that what he's there for? Do you just blame him for stuff?
Much.
Mostly.
Yeah. And he's sitting on his falling asleep on the job. So, it says it all. So the achievements I want to do is just get back into wrestling properly, get back to what I love doing, getting some new promotions involved, connecting with people I've lost touch with. That's a big thing for me, like you two guys, as much as I partially hate you at times. There are times when I actually would like to speak to you because you know what it's like to punch people in the face. And I kind of get that. And that's conversations I like having with people. So that's fun. But I would like to reconnect with people that I've lost since past couple of years. As for opponents, obviously it's already kind of in stone that I'm facing new CueBall. So we can just tick that one off. I kind of want to face Stevie Jones again, to show him why he is still the protege, and he will always be the protege. No, in all fairness, man, Seeing Stevie develop to Warriors now has been amazing. It's been real fun watching him develop as a wrestler, and I would like to face him. I want to face my old tag team partner, Aldi James. I want to face Casey Wild. Then we're going all the way up to CPW. I want to face Leighton Sims. I want to face Bashby. These are guys some people might not know, but I suggest you go and check them out. Cheap plugs, man. All the cheap plugs. I'm telling you, if I can get a plug, I'll plug it. Plug in the fan.
You're welcome on here.
That's it. You know, honestly, right now, I just want to face anyone. Just put anyone in a line. I'll face them all. I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to face anyone. If they beat me, they beat me. If I beat them, then that's how it should be. But either way, there's so many people out there that just want to face and get back in the ring. It's actually really hurting right now to not be in the ring. So, you know, it is what it is.
The next time you have a fight with a Razor, you might want to win. Just saying.
Oh, don't enjoy it, man. It's awful. I mean, how bad is it when I have to say that Stevie Jones has a better beard than me? Do you know what I mean? That guy always just grew pubes, and now he's got a better beard than me. It sucks.
I know, but look at CueBall's beard as well. Did you know that CueBall is an ambassador for a beard company?
Well, that's it. You know, I mean,
Man-made beard company. Check the fuckers out.
See, now that's a cheap plug.
I was going to save it till the end. I was going to save it to the end, but I'm here.
Good plug.
Yeah, can you hear me? You good?
Yeah, you just kind of had a little moment, but it's okay. You're back.
You had a little spasm.
I always have a couple of moments. It's fine. Doesn't matter. This nothing new. So, Steve-O.
Yeah.
What I just said to Steve-O, I want to know your stuff now.
Do you mean what you just said to Jay?
Yeah, see? It happens, man.
George, he needs you back. Get back and help him, George. Yeah, so I'm Steve-O, not Jay.
Fred? No, it's Fred.
Fred, get out of my house. Take Fred back. Never mind. Yeah, so post-lockdown opponents. I think, same as you guys, I've got one written in stone already. I think I've got Big D again. I don't know why he's got such a problem with me. I know I lost my temper a little bit at the last show. I could have probably handled it a little bit better. But, you know, I was frustrated.
Yeah, you was frustrated the fact that you thought you won against me when really you actually didn't. So.
No, I beat you. Same as I beat Jay. I beat both of you, so let's move on from that. Yeah, so I got to face Big D for no reason. He got his revenge. He threw me out over the Rumble. I thought that was it. That's done. Stevie Jones straight to the main event. Face whoever's on the main event scene. But no, I'm stuck, and I got to face D. And, you know, the guy he's big. He's very big. You know, if you have him run at you, it hurts. You know,
he's big.
He's big. That's the idea of, he's not a D, he's big.
He's not a small D either.
Big D. I just got our pun, finally. Yeah, so I've had enough of working with D. There's no reason for me to have to face him again. But if, management wants me to, I'll happily embarrass him and leave him laying in the ring like I did last time.
Can I just quickly interject? Is that you saying that you don't want to play with a Big D?
Yeah, I'm not known for wanting to play with the big Ds, to be honest.
He likes the small ones.
I'm married, so, stop being weird. Yeah, so I think I got to face him first. Then there's obviously my title match that I was, rudely interrupted by a global pandemic.
I know. So selfish, right?
How rude are these viruses? You know what I mean? Getting in the way of people's championship reigns. What's the matter with them? God. Yeah, so that's two people. So I got Big D. I got to beat Nemesis again over in the Rumba. And then who's next? I know, maybe I'll have an official match with you, CueBall, and finally beat you.
Yeah, I might actually get a bell ringer this time.
Yeah, I'll ring the bell myself this time just to make. No, I'll get you to ring the bell. You can ring the bell, so that then there's no excuses.
This is how it's going to work. We will both ring that bell together, and we'll get it filmed.
I'll ring it better though. I'll ring the bell better.
No, I will.
I will. I'll ring. Jay, who do you think will ring the bell better?
I just get George to ring the bell.
George can't.
Really? No,
let's get. Yeah, do you know what? Let's get George.
No, you're friends with Jay. Really? Apparently, he's coming to live with you now, Jay. I understand why you got so stressed with him. I understand why you got so stressed with this guy. Yeah, so I'm going to face you in a bell ringing contest, then I'm going to pin you in a wrestling contest. 1, 2, 3. Big nasty. Steve 1. Stevie wins. Stevie 2. CueBall 0. Jay, apparently you want to call me out again. I beat you. I did it in my rookie year. I don't need to face you again.
I mean, maybe you'll beat me without having to roll me up.
Well, yeah, that's, I don't wrestle the same anymore. I'm not going to flip around you. No,
well, there you go. Now you've actually lost that ability. Maybe you can be a man and face me in a proper fight.
Yeah, I'll fight you. Yeah. Okay, 1-on-1. Man to man. Yeah. I'll fight you.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll fight you. Yeah.
Are you coming down with a bad cold there?
No, I'm fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll fight you. I'll win. I win. You'll win, Steve. You'll win. George is gone. I'll win.
Hi, George.
You can put.
Fuck me, that was quick. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we only lived on the road, man. So let me just double check something now. I know with VCM, I mean, he was with you first, CueBall. Then he was with Nasty Boy. Does that mean I've become the anchor of VCN? I mean,
oh great!
God damn it, George!
Works.
You had one job, George.
What? Yeah,
you had one job, George.
Yeah, tea, 2 sugars. Yeah.
He makes tea?
Yeah, man.
Next question. That's the next question. Right, cup of tea. This is something I recently asked one of my other guests, just because it's an ongoing debate. Stevie Jones, how would you make a cup of tea?
Tea? Do you mean whiskey?
No, not whiskey. Oh my god, proper tea.
What's tea?
I don't know. JJ Roberts, how would you make a cup of tea?
Tea bag. Put your sugars in. Hot water in. Put the milk in. Tea bag out.
How long do you keep the tea bag in for?
Till it's the right style. I like it. You know?
Good answer. Right, so I think that's going to conclude the CueBall's Bearded Rambles session thing, bollocks, chat, whatever you want to call it. Because I might just fucking cry.
George, just put the tea down with it. Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Acting.
Brilliant.
He's not really there yet. He's not really there. There's no way.
He's not here anymore. And, traffic's not so bad outside because, everyone's in quarantine, so...
Sorry. I think that was George coming back to get the rest of his stuff.
Was that a BMP?
Yeah, maybe it was.
That was George going to get the rest of his stuff from Big Nasty.
Yeah, he's into that S&M kind of thing, just so you know. Yeah, which is good, which is handy for wrestling gear, I suppose.
Yeah.
But,
you'll have to talk me through what that is another time.
Sandwich and Marbles is a new game he made, I don't know.
Sandwich and Marbles?
Yeah, so do you know what? We're going to end this here. Okay, we're going to end this here. Because it's just getting too much now. Let's face it. It's getting too much. So I've been CueBall in this. I don't even know how to put this into words. What this?
I like to call it a podcast.
Oh, and into this podcast, video, interview, whatever you want to call it. It's been an experience. It's been an experience. So yeah, I've been CueBall. That's been, or wherever he's going to be whenever this video comes up. That's been the nasty one, Stevie Jones. Stevie Jones. And that down here was the bearded behemoth, J.J. Roberts.
He'll be back.
We'll be back. Next week, I will have somebody on here. So make sure you... make sure you... Sorry?
Maybe you'll have George.
Have George, who knows? Anyway, like my channel, subscribe to my channel, and like their pages as well, because they're a bunch of good guys as well. And yeah, stay safe. Much love to you all. Stay indoors for fuck's sake, or Stevie Jones will come around your ass and give you a good seeing too.
Bye, scumbags.
Bye all.
Hashtag, yeah!
Yeah!